We are on pages 88 and 89 in the science book. The mechanisms of heat transfer. We already know that heat can transfer from one body to another, but what mechanisms allow this to happen? There are three ways in which heat can pass from one body to another: conduction, convection, and radiation. Conduction. Collect a plastic cup and a metal spoon. Fill the cup with warm water. Then put the spoon into the cup and touch the end of it as seen in the image. How does it feel? Now wait a few minutes and touch the end of the spoon again. Does it feel different? When you first touched the spoon, it was probably cold. Then, after a few minutes, it felt warmer. In this case, the warm water transferred heat to the spoon through a mechanism called conduction, in which both bodies have different temperatures before coming into contact with each other. Can all materials transfer heat by conduction? Collect 3 plastic cups filled with warm water, a metal spoon, a plastic spoon, a wooden spoon, and a small amount of margarine. On the end of each spoon, place a little bit of margarine, and then place each spoon in a cup as seen in the images. What happens to the margarine on each spoon after a few minutes? Why do you think the results are different? Thermal conductors, like metal, allow heat conductions to occur easily. Thermal insulators, like wood and plastic, make it more difficult. Convection. In liquids and gases, heat can be transferred by a mechanism called convection. To see what happens with this kind of heat transfer, your teacher will show you the following experiment. First, in a beaker filled with water, your teacher will add some small pieces of paper. Then the water will be heated with a burner. What happens to the pieces of paper? Over time, these pieces of paper will move in circles. When the beaker is placed on the burner, the water on the bottom increases in temperature and rises to the top. This pushes the cold water on top toward the bottom, where it also increases in temperature and then rises. This is what causes the pieces of paper to move. Radiation. What happens when you sit in front of a fireplace? The temperature of your body will rise, even if you are not in direct contact with the fireplace. This mechanism of heat transfer is called radiation. Radiation is the process of heat transfer from one body to another through electromagnetic waves and without physical contact. The sun, for example, transfers heat to the earth through electromagnetic waves. Part of the energy is absorbed by organisms, which makes their particles increase in kinetic energy, thus increasing their temperature.